Okay, we are back talking to Seth Avergon, president of the Avergon Marketing Group, about the 5 fatal flaws in marketing. Today, we're on flaw number 5, the last one. So, Seth, tell me about flaw number 5, lack of learning.
Yeah, lack of learning. It's a problem with some organizations. The problem is that they will hide or even bury mistakes that happen over the course of a campaign or an initiative. Sometimes they'll even go as far as to scapegoat an individual or a specific department and say, "Oh, it's their fault this thing went sideways." And that's just taking away from the gold that can be mined out of any program or initiative that just doesn't meet expectations. So how do you get around that? Well, number one, you need to understand that companies are going to make mistakes. Some initiatives just aren't going to work out the way you expect them to. You planned as best you could, you executed as best you could. The market had other things in mind. Things didn't go the way you thought they would. So, okay, you're going to make mistakes. So what do you do? What do you do with that? Well, one, you do rigorous postmortems. In other words, after campaign analysis to determine what were the positive elements in your campaign and what things were the learning lessons or things that were challenges or things that you may even need to change. Because often in a campaign, in an initiative, in a plan, you're going to find things that were great if they were only just modified slightly. So let's say you had 5 elements. These first 2 worked great. These last 3 didn't really meet our expectation. So you take the first 2, you bring them over to something else, you fix the last 3, and then you relaunch again, or you look at how you're going to modify or challenge yourself to do it better. And then you take that information and you share it out to all the departments, because I'm pretty sure most of the time you're going to see that there's more than one department involved. So you share this information. So you take what is really good information and you make sure it's shared out. So there is no lack of learning. Everybody is getting involved. They're being honest. They're being humble and saying, okay, this was great. That was not so good. We're going to learn from this and we're going to do better next time. And that's how you avoid a lack of learning.
Yep, so important to remember. Okay, well, thank you, Seth. So that was flaw number 5 of the 5 fatal flaws of marketing. To learn about the other flaws or to contact Seth, visit avergonmarketing.com. Thank you, Seth.